Lucas. Mais um episódio de Disco Elysium, tava bem ansioso pra voltar a jogar. E vamos lá, vamos dar uma olhada aqui nas tarefas, que eu gosto de lembrar assim o que a gente tem pra fazer. Só tem um ponto de habilidade aqui. Eu queria colocar alguma coisa. Esse Savoir-Faire aqui tá muito ruim, por que tá zero? Esgueire-se debaixo do nariz dele, atordoe com imensa desenvoltura. O que significa isso? Esgueirar debaixo do nariz dele. Ah, é tipo fugir? Tipo uma habilidade de fugir. Seria isso, né? Tipo de ser ligeiro, assim, de roubar, por exemplo, roubar alguma coisa. Tem que perceber. Ser mais furtivo, acho que é isso, né? Furtividade. Certo. Esse aqui eu acho uma bosta, cara. Esse aqui eu acho completamente inútil. Já tá no máximo. Que bosta. Eu queria tanto upar esses aqui. Enfim. A gente pode upar a lógica, que é bom. Cálculo visual também é bom. Eu tenho 3 pontos de habilidade. O que mais que eu tenho? Interação, método. Tá. Velocidade de reação. Veja, escuta parede. Esse é bom, né? Acho que eu vou colocar um aqui. Beleza. Eu gosto desse aqui também. Vou pôr e acho que eu vou pôr um cálculo visual. Lógico que é bom, mas por enquanto eu vou colocar esses. Beleza. Tá, ok. Depois a gente pode melhorar um pouquinho mais. Esses aqui, ó. Principalmente empatia. Acho que é o melhor daqui. Como agora provavelmente eu vou só lidar com pessoas, acho que eu vou tirar. Chaves. Posso vender alguns itens aqui, mas não sei se vale a pena, por enquanto não. Não tira essa bota. Tá, esse aqui eu vou vender depois que quando acabar o dia, eu vou limpar. Esse aqui é o que? Vou interagir.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCN stamp. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially simple, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
O que eu faço com você?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon.
Boa, boa ideia.
Find who owns it. We will have likely found who used it. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Beleza.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It's quite destroyed. Some of the
What can you say about the bullet so far? A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, those typically found.
Beleza.
This came from a serious weapon.
Even the RCN uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this answer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Ok, beleza.
Something tells me that won't be anytime soon. This will have to be one of those epic tasks that's open.
É, vai ser o final, né? Pelo que você disse aí. Pega isso aqui. Tente determinar que tipo de arma. Eu tenho um rifle parecido, esse é o nome do rifle antigo que encontrou. Sou foda.
You can't remember
Puta,
what
filho da puta, cara.
What
Deixa eu
makes you
tentar-
think you're going to remember arcane firearm?
Porra, eu lembro, cara. Eu posso tentar de novo? Lock pontos em coordenação motora. Tá. Depois eu tenho que dar uma olhada no que tem pra gente fazer de novo. E aí o que eu tenho que colocar ponto pra gente conseguir cumprir. Beleza. Ah, tem um item novo aqui, ó. Esse aqui eu também não tinha
The
visto
front
não.
of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Frieza, because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. A shameful way to
Eles
treat
representam a sociedade de acordo
even
com o
one
mundo
as
natural.
underwhelming as Frieza.
Tá.
Because Frieza was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the commune. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. After rifling the pages with your thumb, the magazine is divided into several sections.
Tá, carga.
Comrade, as you know,
Ah, não vou ler não.
like so
Foda-se.
please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics,
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union.
you flip back to the front of the magazine. This section,
Ah,
you
tá,
all
carga,
face it.
carga.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The tape, it takes a moment, but gradually it as you leaf through. The main feature, though, is a lot. This so-called artist, the
Beleza.
actual article is surprising. You think
Ah,
instead,
cara, eu não vou
where
ficar.
to even
Foda-se.
start? For what, oddly enough, this article has two bylines. Nasdaq, undercap, thus, the soap, and that at the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for. Sure, this flimsy magazine is right. Deep down, you know the only
Ah, ele tá falando que eu tô
true
correndo de
stakes
novo,
are
né?
life and glory, or death by fiery
Deixa eu ver.
dismemberment.
Não. Toda vez que eu fico pulando, ele faz alguma menção à corrida. Não sei se isso é puramente coincidência, mas as duas vezes que eu fiquei pulando, ele falou de correr.
That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind? A certain kind of young man reads one or two books and suddenly thinks he understands. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never...
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table, I'm surprised you skimmed it. Finally, there's a brief article. One of sounds like their bodies just You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Beleza, que inútil que foi isso aqui, né? Achei que eu ia achar alguma coisa. Talvez tenha uma coisa, mas... eu preciso de alguma habilidade ou precisa ler as coisas de verdade. Eu não vou fazer isso. Até agora eu entendi essa porra aqui.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read?
Tatuagem eu não consegui ainda também. Ah, isso aqui, ó.
Is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Eu acho que eu consigo... já inteira de acabar lá? Já, né?
These boots were probably left on record. Graceful whirls cover the boot's glossy surface. These will be gorgeous once you...
Calma aí. Quero ver uma coisa.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Rota. Lower intestine. The term is fascism, Rota. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachol's problems? Yes, then women, men of war. You don't like them. They're
Oxi.
insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place. Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth. Because you said
Stomach
the hard
truth.
things that others won't say. The good thing. Okay. Yes, let's call it that. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, brota. There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your
Isso aqui era tipo uma tarefa que eu ia ganhar?
It is one of
Se eu aceitasse o fascismo. Beleza. Antes de continuar ali, eu quero fazer uma coisa. Duas coisas. Três coisas. Primeiro eu quero falar aqui.
thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths.
Oxe, tem alguém ali,
You
parece.
awaken the entity.
Ih,
You
caralho.
hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled.
After you, officer.
Caralho, eu não achei que isso ia funcionar, não. Realmente tem uma pessoa ali. Pô, maneiro, hein? Pô, muito da hora essas histórias paralelas que eu acho que elas se conectam, né? Ou não também. Cadê? Era aqui, né? Aí, pô, essa é uma mulher normal, mano. Bruxo, caralho. Essa travessa tá cheia de dados. Ah, é aquela menininha louca lá do RPG. Talvez ela possa me dar as informações que eu preciso para fazer o negócio no rádio lá que eu tava querendo fazer. Não tem nada pra interagir aqui.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my millions. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Ah, ela vende
Could
dados.
this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the Legion.
Yes, Amelie is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access it. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I
Absurda.
also observed.
Tá bom.
I must have missed you knocking.
Você deve ter me confundido com outra pessoa. Eu não bati na janela. Não, bati nela. Deixa eu ver o que
Then how did you
acontece.
get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here.
Ela tem uma voz
Let's
doce,
go,
né?
guys. Did you have something specific in mind? I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yeah?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for that. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
this person means you or no one else, absolutely no harm. She would answer freely.
Beleza, bom saber, bom saber. Como você se tornou uma artesã de dados?
Nothing really. I didn't know.
Who cares about a dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant
Quem
entity.
te dá. Oh, essa minha negócio. Minha característica é muito ruim, cara. Não serve pra nada. Só serve pra fantasiar as coisas.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the...
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk work.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Tá.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in.
Beleza.
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Cara, eu também queria saber onde estamos.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't
É
really
lógico, né?
have
O
to
lugar
pay.
todo abandonado, você vai pagar aluguel pra quem?
There's an entity living
License.
You should ask her about the curse. Does it mean she's unlawfully occupying a part of the house? Shameful.
Ah, eu não acho vergonhoso.
Creepy.
É, achei bem da hora o espaço dela, ainda mais pra um lugar tão morto. Ouvi falar aqui, esse lugar é amaldiçoado.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Vou falar isso.
Alright. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the commerce. And then there is me.
Gostei dessa mulher.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million real business.
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Para, os caras ficam. Essas minhas personalidades são muito loucas, velho.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work ethics? What you're...
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you
Oh,
have her
capitalism.
true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not.
Pra você ver, cara, minhas personalidades são muito loucas, velho. Elas ficam fantasiando. Acho que ainda pode ser você quem tá fazendo isso. Não, vou falar isso.
So I'm the grand dragon in the cave. Might I ask what supports this claim? Oh my. have revealed myself. You better call the exorcists. Of course. How convenient. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, then let me know.
Plaisance needs to hear about this. Perhaps if you combine your psychic energies, you will make sense of the situation.
É...
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Rats scuttled in the dark rooms, under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins.
Tá.
Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
Nossa, muita gente pra falar. Eu quero falar do urso lá.
Oh boy, the fabled Revershow ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other idea. There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20. And by man the booth, I mean slumped behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like Fritter does the same thing.
Eu ia falar isso. Pensei nisso também.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. And they already have the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear is terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and eventually Ravishell ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. Maybe, because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on...
Scary, but
Nossa, mas é muita pergunta, cara.
Megatherium, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
a wise and noble beast, guiding you to the horrific necktie tightens around your neck. Strangely excited, but it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer anyway. Now you know the story of the fallen.
Outside its light,
Anything else?
Ah,
Another
mano,
failed
muita
business
pergunta,
perhaps?
cara.
I've been here for a long time. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about that. That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Right. It used to be my advice. Don't base your business.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
his disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore. Alright, but did this Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
Não parecia.
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
Pranks can be eerie. Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity. We could say so.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Doom commercial area. The darkness of...
Sure, I'm listening. Yes.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitov's boxing club. A kind man from Zhemsk. I heard he had some trouble. Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point...
You should have known it.
But
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful. Oh, this one's a mess. Turns out, the business was actually... And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my... Yeah, don't.
Nossa, 10h30 já, tá passando mais rápido o tempo aqui, parece. Acho que é pra pagar o aluguel. Mais vezes.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxi driver?
But what drugs exactly?
Anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, and yeah, the atelier didn't know it, and you know, and, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in Kaizen from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. At least it had some spark to it.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windows.
Anything else? They were made, honestly, I think it's the usual.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All they remain. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. They certainly took their work very serious. The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capital. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce.
She's right. Showing up to work on time. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult. Especially if you've got children.
Still, not everyone is going to make it.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided. The dice is black and filled.
Anything else? I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work. But sure, what do you... Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? How did I... Someone...
Ah, vou perguntar só por...
She's thankful for the security.
Of course. Tell me what you have in... Ah, yes. Fortresses. The Wirral. I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone. Cast in black resin. Maybe you have some other ideas for dye?
Por que eu vou querer dado, cara?
I think I have just the right one for you.
Police colors.
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice... Here, catch. They're a gift for me.
You overthink.
Oh, caralho.
Your hands can't agree what to do, and the
Consegui
two
pegar
dice hit
dado,
the
cara.
floor and scatter in opposite directions. pearls from a broken string.
Ah, down the drain, like your career.
Ô, louco,
I
precisava me
apologize,
humilhar assim.
officer. That comment was unnecessary. That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. You definitely need luck in Martinez.
Is she pitying you?
Now, was there anything else?
Comprei um dado, vai que é útil, né?
I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Vamos ver.
You feel nothing.
Beleza, falhei miseravelmente.
It's uncomfortably warm in here.
Começa a tirar essas roupas. Tirei.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Officer,
Oh no, not the zipper. No, I don't feel hot. We're in a derelict smokestack. If anything, then it's cold here. And why would you do that? And what technique is that?
miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He is still recovering.
Officer, this isn't how mature adult.
Now you feel something. The cold damp of shame washing over you.
Ah, eu tentei, né?
Gladly.
Caramba, velho. Eu não senti nem um pouco de vontade em mim. Que bosta. Achei que as pessoas me desejavam um pouco mais. Mas tudo bem. Ainda não tem a porra lá do...
Tiles on the queue are still smoldering. Casting the speaker.
Good morning. Please repeat. Is this the good? Please repeat the password.
Ah, não dá ainda, parece.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for such accident.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
Eu não sei a porra da palavra-chave.
For such accident.
Filha da puta, viu?
Thank you.
Tiles on the queue are still smoldering.
Tá. Aí, eu tinha que fazer duas coisas. Agora. A primeira é voltar lá e falar com a mulher das flores. E a segunda é... Ah, calma aí. Aqui tem droga pra caralho. A segunda é... tirar o corpo, né? Mas eu vou fazer isso daqui a pouco. Então primeiro eu vou vir falar com ela. Opa. Olá, senhora. Deixa eu tirar esta porra da minha mão. O que eu peguei? Beleza. Olhe na mamá, precisa de abrir a coisa, coisa branca não para ver. Tá, o que isso tem a ver com os dados? Não entendi, beleza.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the...
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the... Just don't say you don't have any answer yet.
Não, mas não tem resposta, não tem maldição. Essa a resposta é isso, cara.
To hell with it. Perchance you want to just lie, sire. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind.
Não tem uma entidade, para com essa merda. Ah não, pior que tem, né? Tem aquele bagulho lá que quando a gente interfonou, é o único sinal. Quando a gente interfonou lá no elétrico, não sei aonde. Que deu aquele bagulho lá.
Too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that? Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech. It's been feeding the curse. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, detective. The investigation is over. I thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, man. Can we go now?
Ah, vai tomar no seu cu, vai. Véia louca do caralho. Ó, tem um gordão aqui, ó. Mulher proletariada. Caramba.
Yes? Hello?
Hello.
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Foda-se, eu vou incomodar ela.
Looking for something to read.
Torreida.
It is. I know you are.
Everyone can see that. Direct and
What with?
This citizen thinks she can do without your assistance. Don't bite. They all need help.
Acho que não tem nada pra fazer aqui.
Over the book covers. The tips of her the woman
Beleza.
before you nod.
Não,
yes?
nada, nada. Eu queria falar aqui, ó. Hã? Livro que eu devo obter? Por quê? Ah tá, o livro que a gordinha deve obter. Nossa, que cuzão. Tá, o que eu queria fazer agora? Eu queria vir aqui na praça, porque eu acho que é um bom ambiente pra isso. Essa porra não é pra mim não. Não é nada pra mim. Eu queria ver. Aqui ó. O que tem de novo aqui? Nada. Aqui ó. Era isso aqui que eu queria. Olha o tanto de reflexão. Meu amigo. Pauta feminista. Caralho. Vamos dar uma olhada nisso. Ai, caralho, 6 horas de pesquisa. Mas eu tenho que estar sozinho pra fazer? Porque eu lembro que ele falou isso. Eu não entendi. Quê? Eu não entendi como funciona, cara. Tipo, ele fica pensando. Enquanto isso, enquanto ele tá pensando, eu perco drama e autoridade e ganho enciclopédia. Enciclopédia. É isso? Realmente não entendi. Ok, eu achei que eu ia resolver o bagulho. Bom. Ai, por dia, mas. Por que esse aqui tá com um tempinho? Tá, eu já tenho dinheiro, tá suave. Vamos dar uma olhada no que tem pra gente fazer, o que a gente consegue fazer. Ok, isso aqui a gente vai fazer de noite. Não tenho nem ideia. Tá, essa porta eu acho que é ali naquele bequinho. Atrás do enforcado. Depois a gente dá uma olhada lá. Ah, tá. Eu acho que eu tenho que deixar pensando e sentar. Calma aí, deixa eu ver se eu entendi. Ó. Vamos parar. Parar. Deixa eu só essa. Aí tem que passar 1 hora e 40. Acho que é isso. Vamos fazer.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Tá, entendi. Tá. Eu só posso fazer as reflexões acho que depois que eu terminar a história principal. Então, por enquanto, caga eu deixo aqui. Porque conta, né? Tipo. Ué. Destravar. Como é que vai pra destravar? Ah. Não, entendi. Agora entendi como é que funciona. Então vamos deixar rolando. Vamos deixar ele pensando aqui. Deixa eu pensar nos três, tranquilo. Aí o que eu vou fazer agora? Não, volta a olhar as tarefas, pra eu terminar de olhar as tarefas. Importante. Não consegui uma fita ainda. Não consegui achar. Tá, não. Isso aqui eu vou fazer daqui a pouco. Não consegui achar ninguém pra perguntar. Não, tá, não sei como ainda. Também não sei como. Caga. Tá, isso aqui daqui a pouco a gente vai poder fazer. Ok, isso a gente tem que fazer. Tem como marcar? Não, mas tá bom. Tá, depois a gente faz. Beleza. Já vou colocar em coordenação motora que eu preciso. Aí eu vou ver aqui em mapa. Lendário, porra. Que bosta. Enfim. Vou pegar o corpo ali rapidinho. Vamos seguir com a história.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding.
All right. I can drive him to processing today, no problem, since we stalled with this. But this does mean I will be gone for the rest of the day.
Perfeito.
Work on the case, tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup.
This means Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave until tomorrow morning.
Beleza.
Meanwhile, you're free to do side tasks and even the main case. Though, it might be if you have nothing to do, read books or sit on the bench on the plaza.
Ah, claro que eu tenho
I will
coisa
need
pra
a
fazer.
little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Vai lá. Beleza, ele já foi e tá com puta, um zoom minúsculo que eu não tô conseguindo enxergar nada onde eu tô. Não sei porque tá com tanto zoom assim. Eu peguei alguma coisa aqui. Ah não, é isso. Ok. Caraca, eu fiz bastante coisa, né? Ó. Olha que da hora ali do lado, ó. Aquilo ali é o... As minhas características: comunista, fascista, ultraliberal e moralista. Eu sou mais fascista. Porra. Olha aquilo tanto de fascista, comunista e moralista que eu matei. Tira bom barra tira mal, 15. Honra 2. Tá, vou aproveitar. Puta, mas eu queria lavar a bota, mas agora não dá, né? Porque agora o arrombadinho tá ali, ó. Se bem que eu acho que ele fica ali o dia inteiro, não fica não? Não, de noite não fica. Tá. Eu acho que talvez dê pra interagir de novo com a bala. Deixa eu ver se dá.
The bullet is still safely sealed away. in a
Ah,
plastic
beleza,
bag
beleza. Agora vai dar.
bearing a rifle.
Olha, tirei um 1 ainda, filho da puta.
Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46mm from the surplus left over from the turn. The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belma-Grave rifle. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, Zach. No, but Zediger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with its surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles. Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found back at the station. The lieutenant is standing at the counter, diligently filling out paperwork to hand. You should share your findings with him as soon as possible.
Beleza. Agora tem mais um ponto de habilidade. Tinha uma coisa que eu queria colocar aqui, que era mesmo? Acho que era aqui. Vou colocar em autoridade. Em dúvida do que fazer. falando pra eu confrontar o Titus de novo. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo. Mas pra que eu faria isso?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Puta, vamos tentar de novo? Vamos tentar.
As you look
Aí,
around
ó.
this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Ah, mas cadê as opções de confrontar ele?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with almost... You seen Apricot, old Purdue's daughter, asks Lieutenant McCoy. Replies Torson, the ass on that one. McCoy shakes his head in appreciation.
Oh. You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Não.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this out.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
Não antagonizar ele?
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up.
You wanna help her cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy. Flavia, I'm on duty.
Boa.
She's staying here, the whirlwind bags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. For
Eu
all.
sei quem é ela.
That's
Ele tava lá em cima.
with an O.
Quando a gente falou. A primeira pessoa que a gente fala no jogo. Eu acho, né?
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot.
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! Miss Oranje, disco dancer!
Sure, why not? You've probably seen her around.
É, vou ter que perder a compostura aqui, não vai ter jeito.
You inexplicably
Ah, fui bem ainda.
who after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your
Só falta
fingers
perder
are
moral, vou
fidgeting
perder
as
moral,
sweat
né?
starts forming.
I don't understand.
Sabia, cara. Caralho, eu mantive. Puta, coloquei autoridade no pirocudão aí. Não ganhei moral. Agora, só porque eu perdi, falei legal depois do nome, eu perco moral. Sai
Whatever
fora.
you do not tell him you know. That would sound off.
Essa sugestão é bom, eu vou colocar a ponta de sugestão depois. Acho que compostura também é bom.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her.
Something is off here. His anger is.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
I know her. Well enough, copper. we party. She's been here for a few months. You mean Revachol? Nah, our Miss Aranye.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your...
Titus gives them both. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. And what was up with the party she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
We did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter? All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know.
Here you go, boss.
What do you think I'm in? Yeah, tons of it. All the songs. No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you details if that's what you're after. So
he really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get.
Essa era o que eu queria.
remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Tá. Eu não quero falar que encontrei a bala, porque não sei, isso isso pode interferir. Eu acho que não, porque ele nem deve saber quem realmente matou. Mas vai que ele fala pro gordão lá e o gordão some com o cara, não sei. Prefiro evitar.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Somewhere, not far from here, the lieutenant is preparing her file. Clausia Amandu, he writes. You realize the detective should be here for what comes next.
Who is it?
Somewhere, not far from here, the lieutenant is preparing her
Ué, não
file.
consigo.
The door.
Who is it?
Somewhere, not far from here, the lieutenant is preparing her file.
Por que pode se provar perigoso?
He writes. You realize the detective
Por que, velho?
for what comes next. It could prove dangerous to go in alone.
Ah, eu queria estar sozinho com ela, não queria estar com o tenente. Que bosta. Vou colocar mais sugestão. Sugestão? É. Não, sugestão é muito bom. Sugestão ele faz você, tipo, ele te fala o que você precisa fazer pra pessoa gostar de você. Isso é bom. Tá. Eu não sei se tem algo que eu preciso fazer sozinho. A não ser pensar um pouco na vida. Então, voltando ao meu pensamento, eu vou refletir, cara. Aí, ó, já tá avançando ali, ó. Bagulhinho de refletir, parça. Reflexão é tudo na vida. Vou usar uma moralzinha aqui, ó, até pra eu refletir com a moral alto. Vamos lá. Eu não sei se eu vou ter um momento mais apropriado para pensar nisso.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
Quero esperar pra caralho. Espera 1 hora aí.
You finally stop picking your nose.
Aí, ó.
Time passes. The glacial gusts from the sea do
Pode
not
levantar agora. Vamos dar uma olhada ali.
advance race theory.
Vamos ver.
Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great racing stream has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Olha, aumentou minha retórica, era isso que eu queria. Beleza, perfeito, cara. Dá pra esquecer? Por que eu iria querer esquecer? Mas ele não fala qual é a porra da solução. Pensei que ele me falasse a solução. Mas ok. Essa porra não é nada pra mim. Vamos falar lá com o babacão? Tem uma coisa nova pra falar com ele?
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Rowan, he did the right thing. The ballerina antics were not.
Né?
Let's talk about our right to work.
Ah, então não tem novo pra falar, eu não quero falar com esse gordo aí. Quero falar com esse cara aqui, com esse frango, né? Que eu dei um pau nele.
The unpromising raised pupil returns.
Eu sou pouco promissor agora, vamos ver. Vamos ver se eu sou pouco promissor. Caraca, quanta opção, mano. Mas ele não falou nada disso na solução. Sua mente está luz declara. A abstrusa filogenética parece mais distante e, para ser justo, um pouco ridícula. O grande mistério da raça se resolveu. Tudo o que resta é verbalizar suas reflexões. Mas qual que é a solução? Ele não falou, porra. Tudo está calmo durante a tempestade étnica. Vou tentar isso.
The petulant rock'n'roll rebel thinks the racial synthesis exists to rankle Mason's abilities. In his hall of mirrors existence, everything is insincere, even the truth.
I knew he wouldn't get it, John. He's like a cop or something.
Eu pensei que eu tivesse conseguido.
Could have used this opportunity to overcome your narrow Al-Ghul ravaged identity. Instead of unlocking the race enigma, you take solace from the fact that these thoughts will never retire in your brain. They will be with you on the day you die. The only germ of heroism.
Damn, Jean. How are you so romantic?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy boys, the Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company.
Que pai, achei que teria Nossa, bem pai isso. Não curti não. Achei que teria a porra de um final, caralho. Uma resolução melhor. Não aconteceu nada, ele só falou que eu tô errado. Cara, não tem muito o que eu fazer, na verdade, sem o meu parceiro. Ah, porque isso aqui eu não consigo fazer sem ele. Não tem como progredir. Eu posso tentar fazer esse, cara. Eu não sei se eu quero. Do outro lado, cara, eu nem sei, não sei nem chegar lá. É o seguinte, vamos dar uma explorada aqui. Vou gastar um tempinho aqui de jogo. Em vez de a gente sentar e ficar parado ali. Porque eu pago aluguel no jogo, né? Então acho que vale a pena a gente dar uma explorada no jogo. Vou sem dedos.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have...
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot baggy eyes.
Puta, mas é muito feio esse óculos, cara. Não, quero não.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored silk.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 reais.
Porra, R$6, parça. Cara, né? Opa,
And practical, officer. Good choice.
vou comprar.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes.
Don't be shy. These are premium,
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded.
economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. Buy second-hand.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. This jacket is the apex of human evolution. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Eu preciso colocar compostura, sugestão e conceitualização. Tá. Ah, comprei sem querer, foda-se. Nem queria comprar, mas beleza. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui nas coisas que eu comprei. Esse aqui é bobeira. Nossa, eu tô ridículo, parece. Esse aqui faz o que? Calafrios, girl. Esse aqui dá compostura. Tá. Vou deixar esse aqui por enquanto. Nossa senhora, eu tô muito ridículo, cara. Puta merda.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A few...
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest foul sneakers.
Nossa, 50 conto?
That's madness.
Pô, mas é bom pra caralho, véi. Pior que eu preciso mesmo. Não vou comprar.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced. A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, solid.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them. No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. Well, if you want, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the if, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Tá. Ah, como eu não falei com ele, né?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. The name Sine is in.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here. You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, yes. You like...
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions. No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes. You see, only the coolest. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. Good job.
You glance around.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom. That's right. Revachol is the best. No need for discounts and ceilings, officer. Everything, anything for you. You mean these? No problem. Oh, he's a good guy. Me? It's a boring, very sharp office. Yes, speaking of.
Well, if it's for his grandma, you should buy a lot of things. No need to dress this one up.
Oh, okay. You see, I'm an honest entrepreneur. I can't help you.
Mas ele não vende calça? Queria uma calça. Mentira, minha calça é maneira.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wire extenders. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign. Wait, could this be why Morel hasn't returned to Leyland? The waterlock control panel doesn't make it. You should probably tell Lena. It'll take a load of her mind. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the Nothing happens. The spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks. Nothing happens. The spring brings. Wasn't there a sign over there saying?
G'day to you, officer.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He's
very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again,
the words Daredevil Driver sound.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast, it's supposed to operate the waterlock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage. Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes? Great! Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the waterlock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:50.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the third day.
Percebi.
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing.
It is salty, it is savory, it is chewy. The hanger that only makes the salami more tasty.
Valeu, pai. Eu acho que eu prefiro não vir aqui. Porque eu preciso pagar minha diária, cara. E eu vou querer gastar dinheiro aqui.
It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Arbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. All around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the north, however.
So tell me, what do you need? Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished. The bosses, man. Makes sense.
Maybe don't tell people. The people they don't like are actually right.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? Forget what exactly. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They know what's up. Precise demands and so on. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. Us lorry drivers. Not my thing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
O quê?
Time to arrest him.
Ele tá zoando, pô. Pera, é sério?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the auction. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. Not unless they've legalized sports equipment while I was on the road. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he spent too long.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The boss...
There's no denying it. Your body needs to feel the touch. The man taps his fingers rhythmically. Ease into it.
Porra.
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
I'm okay, man. Just... the jam's got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows.
Maybe the full-on director.
Don't be a stranger.
Pô, nós é parceiro já.
Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there. Oh, yeah, like a horse. A work. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down crack. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. A little. You make money. You got gills, got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Wasn't easy getting that giant novelty check from you. Sure. And has it been easy? Are you rich?
Acho que sim.
Get out of here. You're a poor one. You work harder than anyone. Almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? Because of the taxes, G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. 98% of all your money.
Esse jogo ele é meio socialista, né? Pode ver que ali ó, não tem, as opções é comunista ou fascista. Se não é comunista, é fascista.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street.
Tá, esse aqui é rapidinho, eu vou deixar fazendo. Ah, não dá pra deixar? A partir do momento que eu aprendo uma, acho que eu tenho que deixar ela. É, e tem que gastar ponta de habilidade ainda pra tirar. Qual é pra destravar? Não entendi. Tá. Anyway.
Stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip with not a good track record of mental health. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on it. A silver plaque, not a good track record of mental. As you look up, something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted. Someone shot it in the heart. Interesting. Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profit. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimates. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy. On the Insulindian, stories have it, we called it.
The man certainly knew how to live.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. You see, oh, not just any nose candy though. We're talking royal Philippian blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays. And this Majesty's courtiers said beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian, the original. Some years, the statue is supposed to capture the moment. People in Martinet, Philip III, the Squanderer.
Beleza. Foda-se.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is it's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes, and no response. Wherever this woman is, you're...
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber? Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. Until you came along, that is. This is Gabriel Buenguerra.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide-brim hat. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. Someone was... They're beautiful.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought. As
I wasn't... Well, you people were Why not?
there's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you.
Diamonds? Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous? Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry.
She says that as if something, narcotic is the real reason.
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I... Harife, it's low.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dog.
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like bad Hannah. Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western... It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a day. Don't be stupid. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. No. The Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body. The most beautiful...
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
What do you mean? Yes? What about it? Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. The Monozo, the Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more...
A correct appraisal.
Is that all you woke me up to say? Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff? I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You...
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots, made of black leather. But
just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now...
moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. Perhaps it was another Jerife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals. Yes, go. Enough jamboree.